Hey there guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back with another episode. And today guys, I wanted to give some more love to Lee Marvin. One of my favorite all-time action stars. He's been in all kinds of stuff, comedies, dramas, westerns. And he's been good in everything, war movies, everything. But today, I just want to give 3 more recommendations for people out there that maybe are just discovering Lee Marvin, and you need a little help picking some movies, because he did a lot of movies, and most of them are on video. So I just thought I'd help that, or just salute these movies, because they're really good movies. These are like repeat watch movies. I mean, these are, you know, real classics, that you've grew up on, watching them on TV and everything like that. So I just wanted to give 3 more recommendations to the badass man known as Lee Marvin. So let's start off with a movie that probably everybody's seen. This is one of the most famous Lee Marvin movies. It's probably the first time I saw Lee Marvin, because I think I saw this as a kid at some point, because I know I watched it a few times. So it's probably the first time I saw Lee Marvin and everything. So could be only one movie, 1967's The Dirty Dozen, directed by Robert Aldrich. It's just a cast to die for. Just really good ensemble cast. It's Lee Marvin's given the job of trying to get, these, I guess there's actually 12, there might be sorted more, a couple more or something, but to get 12 prisoners of war, because they're prisoners in their own, they're locked up for doing something to the army, violating whatever, they've committed some crimes and stuff. So they're in army prison, and some of them are sentenced to die. Some of them are just lifers. Some of them are going to get transferred to another, civilian prison or something. So a lot of them, most of them don't have a lot to lose. So a lot of them, begrudgingly go along with Lee Marvin, and he's got to get them in shape for this special mission to take down this big headquarters in Germany. I believe it's in Germany, or is it France? But anyways, big men on a mission movie. This is probably one of the greatest men on a mission movies. Lee Marvin's great. Also, it's got, the cast in this thing. I mean, I always forget that Charles Bronson's in this for some. I mean, I don't forget it, but it's just like there's so many stars in this. You almost, and Charles Bronson's done so many good movies too that I don't know. I kind of forget about this one somehow, which is weird. But yeah, you got Lee Marvin, got Ernest Borgnine, Charles Bronson, Jim Brown, John Cassavetes, Richard Jekyll, George Kennedy, Trini Lopez, Ralph Meeker, Robert Ryan, Telly Savalas, Clint Walker, and Robert Webber. I mean, what a cast. Some of the best actors in the 60s right there. And Robert Aldrich, really underrated director. I mean, he's done a real mixture of stuff. I mean, he just a very interesting director. He did some really cool things, some cool movies and stuff, and he tried to be different. He kind of went against the grain a little bit, And I got 2 videos about Robert Aldrich. If you check out my past episodes, and I show some of my collection of Robert Aldrich videos, which there'll probably be a part 3 in the future, because I've actually upgraded, and I've actually got a couple more. I think three movies by Robert Aldrich that I had never seen before, or owned, or anything. So there'll be a part 4 soon. But anyways, Dirty Dozen. I mean, what can I say about that? I mean, that's just. Now, next up, this is a movie that, man, I remember seeing this on TV too as a kid, and generally most of the movie is silent. I mean, if you think about it, it opens up, it's silent for a good 15, 20 minutes. There's not a lot of talking. There's a lot of expressive, their eyes, their actions. Lee Marvin's just like yelling stuff at him, and the other guy's yelling stuff. They don't understand each other, but they work out something. But the movie I'm talking about is Hell in the Pacific. And like I said, Lee Marvin, Toshiro Mifune, two of my favorite actors of all time, two of the greatest action stars. Hell in the Pacific. And this came out in '68. It's directed by John Boorman, who would go on in a couple years and make Deliverance. Really good. It's a great widescreen movie. Like a CinemaScope, Ultra Panavision. Looks great. It's on Blu-ray, but I believe it's out of print, and it's very expensive. I think Kino put it out or something. So, but yeah, I got the old MGM DVD and everything, which is just fine. I watched it recently. It looks good. But man, this is a great movie. I mean, this is towards the end of World War II. It's actually, I believe it ended. Both of these guys, one Japanese, one American, get stranded on this island out in the Pacific, and they don't know the war's ended. And they're trying to survive. They're waiting for maybe help to come, something, anything. And then as the movie opens, you see Lee Marvin basically just get there. But really, watching this last time, I realized for the first time that I think Toshiro Mifune actually got there just a few days before him. So he's new to this, and he's new, and they're trying to, they hate each other at first. Lee Marvin does this whole big thing of just totally getting on his nerves, Toshiro Mifune's nerves. He's doing everything possible to everything. He messes up his cool water tub that he's been catching water from off of leaves dripping into the box. And I mean, he had all this cool stuff made, very engineered, very cool, very cool. And then Lee Marvin comes and he's just like, I want some water. I gotta have some water. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's such a great movie. It's just watching them perform, and really it is. It's like a silent movie. I mean, they really do not talk to each other. They just basically yell at each other. And then they start kind of calming down and everything. But yeah, the ending always kind of left me not cold or confused. I don't know what it is. I mean, let me know in the comments if you remember the ending to this, and if it's just it's just kind of ended, and I don't know, it just left me. But other than that, I mean, and I'm not even saying that that's a bad thing. I mean, maybe I'm just not seeing the point or something, but I know unless they just cut it off, I don't know. But number 3 in the last movie of more Lee Marvin badassery, one of my favorite westerns. I mean, this is another men on a mission movie, The Professionals. This is from 1966. So we got 66, 67, and 68 represented here. The Professionals. And this is directed by, I don't want to mess this up, Richard Brooks. And, I mean, the cast in this one, Burt Lancaster, Lee Marvin, Robert Ryan, Jack Palance, Ralph Bellamy, what's his name? And they don't put it on here. And then Claudia Carindale. Always mess her name up. She's in this. Music by Maurice Jarre. And really, just a really good movie. A really good action movie. I just love rewatching this thing. I was going to do this as like a movies I love to rewatch. But I'm going to throw it in here because all those movies I love to rewatch. So, but yeah, this is The Professionals. I'm like a millionaire oil tycoon guy hires this Robert Ryan and Lee Marvin to go get his wife, who was kidnapped by banditos in Mexico. So it's like over the border type of thing. So they got to go in, kidnap her, and get her back to Ralph Bellamy. But then there's kind of a twisted ending that I don't even want to say in case you've never seen it before, but really good. I mean, this movie always think it plays well with the Wild Bunch. I mean, also the Wild Bunch has got Robert Ryan in it and everything, but I just like those two. They kind of complement each other, to me, anyways. But that's the Blu-ray. And then I also just wanted to show that I had the Laserdisc for the longest time. And this is the Pioneer edition of The Professionals. So there you go. And I just discovered that movie actually back, I would say about 12 years ago. There was a cool documentary in the 90s called, what is it called? It was The Art of Cinematography. Gosh, I can't think of the name right now. But anyways, they showed a scene in it. They were showing all these like great scenes of cinematography through the history of film from, like, I don't know, I guess it picks up in the 30s or 40s or something, or no, it kind of represents, it kind of skips around. But there's a scene where they show one of the escape scenes from The Professionals, and it was always so cool. I always loved seeing that part of the documentary. And then I finally came across the movie and got it and watched it and loved it. So there you go. So there you go, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the ending of Hell in the Pacific. Do you love Lee Marvin? I do. And let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'm Mike. Remember to watch a good Lee Marvin movie tonight. Later, guys.